Have you observed that carbs no longer agree with your body, regardless of how cautious you are? With the passage of time, our metabolism tends to decelerate, our insulin response undergoes changes, and our bodies become increasingly less tolerant of our dietary choices, particularly when it comes to carbs. The plate of pasta or slice of white bread that once provided us with a quick boost of energy may now result in feelings of sluggishness, bloating, and even moodiness. Despite this, numerous older adults persist in depending on these identical foods, oblivious to the fact that they are undermining their energy, cognitive clarity, and overall health in the long run. In this video, we explore 6 clever food alternatives that can significantly impact your health after 60. This conversation extends beyond mere numbers on a scale. We're discussing clearer thoughts, more stable emotions, improved digestion, and enhanced sleep, all by eliminating the carbs that weigh you down and opting for what truly nourishes your body. These are not fashionable solutions or intricate meal plans. There are straightforward adjustments you can begin implementing immediately, utilizing common foods that enhance your well-being and energy. Stick around until the conclusion, as you'll uncover not only what to consume, but also the significance of these selections as you grow older. And above all, how these 6 changes can assist you in rediscovering your true self, or perhaps even elevating it further. If you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to activate the bell, so you won't miss any videos. Let's dive in. First and foremost, opt for beans rather than bread or pasta. One of the wisest changes you can implement in your later years is replacing refined carbohydrates, such as white bread and pasta, with robust, fiber-packed beans. It may seem like a minor adjustment, yet the effects on your well-being can be significant. Consuming bread or pasta crafted from refined flour leads to a rapid conversion into sugar within your body, resulting in a swift rise in blood sugar levels followed by a subsequent drop. As time goes on, this tumultuous experience can leave you feeling exhausted, mentally clouded, and even on edge. However, beans provide a gradual release of energy, offering your body a consistent source of fuel without the fluctuations. Beans, such as lentils, black beans, and navy beans, are truly impressive due to their rich content of fiber and protein. This allows you to maintain a sense of fullness for an extended period, experience satisfaction without the risk of overeating, and provide your digestive system with the support it requires. With the passage of time, our digestive processes may slow down. Fiber is essential for maintaining regularity. Additionally, the significance of protein increases as we aim to safeguard our muscle mass and uphold our strength. With beans, you enjoy the benefits of 2 essentials in one straightforward, budget-friendly option. A psychological transformation occurs when you distance yourself from refined carbs. Numerous older individuals, consciously or unconsciously, have formed a cozy bond with foods such as toast, rolls, and spaghetti. These dishes evoke memories of shared family meals, comforting flavors, and a sense of nostalgia. However, familiarity does not guarantee that it is beneficial for you in the present moment. Indeed, those specific foods could be obstructing your path to enhanced energy, sharper thinking, and a more efficient metabolism. Allow me to share a story about Harold. At 74, his meals were always accompanied by toast. White toast gracing his breakfast plate, sandwich bread filling his lunch, and rolls rounding out his dinner. He constantly felt fatigued and attributed it to his advancing years. However, after slowly replacing his toast and pasta with black beans and chickpeas, he observed something unexpected. His digestion got better. He experienced a reduction in cravings, and his afternoon naps transitioned from a necessity to a choice. He didn't completely transform his existence. He simply substituted what was ineffective with something superior. The swap holds immense power. It's more than merely taking something away. It's about substituting it with something that nurtures both your body and your mind. Beans possess an additional subtle advantage. They assist in managing cholesterol levels and safeguarding your heart, a concern that grows increasingly significant as we age. In contrast to the latest health fads that come with a hefty price tag, beans are both affordable and simple to incorporate into your dishes. Incorporate them into salads, soups, or simply heat them with olive oil and herbs for a delightful dish. They possess a remarkable blend of adaptability and strength. If you've been turning to bread or pasta as your favorite source of comfort, it might be time to consider whether that comfort is truly beneficial for your body. There's nothing amiss with yearning for something fulfilling, yet it becomes even more rewarding when it reciprocates in some way. Beans have that effect. As time passes, they can evolve into more than just a component of your meal. They can transform into a means of nurturing yourself with purpose and insight. Opt for healthy fats rather than sugary snacks. One of the most common errors that older individuals commit, frequently without awareness, is opting for sugary treats when their energy dips. Cookies, pastries, sweetened granola bars, and even fruit juices may appear innocuous. However, they can subtly undermine your well-being. With the passage of time, your body grows increasingly attuned to sugar's effects. What used to provide a brief boost now results in feelings of fatigue, annoyance, and an insatiable desire for more. Breaking this cycle involves more than simply eliminating sugar. It's about substituting it with something that truly benefits your body. Nourishing fats. Nutritious fats present in avocados, walnuts, almonds, and olive oil provide essential support for your brain, promote heart health, and assist in maintaining hormonal balance. These fats maintain stable blood sugar levels without causing spikes or crashes. Rather, they offer prolonged energy and assist in keeping you satisfied for an extended period. In later years, this becomes particularly crucial, as the metabolism tends to slow down and the signals of hunger may become less clear. Opting for healthy fats instead of sugar provides your body with supportive fuel that enhances your well-being. Let's get real. For a significant number of us, our formative years were marked by the belief that fat was the adversary. Avoiding it was strongly advised. However, the understanding has evolved, and we now recognize that beneficial fats are not just safe. They are vital. These elements contribute to safeguarding cognitive function, enhancing joint well-being, and uplifting one's mood. When you enjoy a handful of almonds or spread creamy avocado on whole grain crackers, you're not merely steering clear of sugar. You are diligently crafting a stronger base for your overall wellness. Consider Margaret, for example. At 68, she had a habit of indulging in something sweet each afternoon. It turned into a ritual, a little thing to brighten her mood. Yet, with each passing day, she found herself increasingly weighed down by the evening's approach. As she began replacing those snacks with olives, nuts, or slices of avocado drizzled with lemon, she observed a consistent energy level and a stable mood without the usual dips. Additionally, she found herself snacking less frequently as she experienced a sense of satisfaction. It wasn't merely about consuming fewer calories. It was about making more informed choices when it came to food. This type of transformation also influences your self-perception. By consciously selecting foods that genuinely benefit you, a sense of empowerment begins to emerge. Not only of your hunger, but of your entire day. Indulgent treats frequently bring along a wave of remorse, particularly when you're aware they're not benefiting your well-being. However, healthy fats don't bear that burden. They provide sustenance without the downfall, leaving you with an improved sense of well-being rather than a decline. If you're still engaged with this video and appreciating these insights, kindly drop a comment with the number 2 below to indicate your presence. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly suggest you do so and activate the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support enables us to keep producing valuable content that informs and inspires you. Let us proceed onward. Thirdly, opt for sweet potatoes in place of white potatoes. For countless individuals, white potatoes have long been a fundamental component of the dinner table. Whipped, roasted, or crispy, they exude warmth, familiarity, and an undeniable sense of comfort. However, as we grow older, those potatoes that once seemed like a satisfying accompaniment might start to cause more issues than benefits. White potatoes rank high on the glycemic index, indicating that they rapidly convert to sugar in the body. The abrupt spike can put pressure on your blood sugar, resulting in feelings of fatigue, mental cloudiness, or even irritability shortly after a meal. As time passes, this pattern can subtly deplete your energy, affect your mood, and impact your long-term health. Now, let me share some positive news. There's no need to sacrifice your favorite comfort food to make a healthier decision. Sweet potatoes provide a comforting, starchy delight, yet they come with numerous advantages and a softer effect on your blood sugar levels. These are abundant in fiber, packed with vitamins such as A and C, and include antioxidants that aid in lowering inflammation. The final point holds particular significance, as persistent inflammation plays a crucial role in the development of numerous age-related ailments, ranging from joint discomfort to cardiovascular problems and cognitive deterioration. The uniqueness of sweet potatoes lies not only in their contributions but also in what they leave untouched. In contrast to white potatoes, which may induce feelings of sleepiness or bloating, sweet potatoes are known to invigorate and provide satisfaction without leading to a crash. They bolster your immune system, enhance your skin health, and promote your digestive well-being, all of which gain significance as time goes on. For those mindful of their blood pressure, the potassium found in sweet potatoes aids in balancing sodium levels and supports heart function in a gentle, natural manner. Allow me to share a story about Frank. At 79 years old, he was raised in a home where meat and potatoes were staples. Each dinner featured a variation of white potato on the plate. He hardly gave it a second thought until his doctor recommended he incorporate sweet potatoes into his diet for a month. Initially, Frank had his doubts. He enjoyed his routine, but after a few weeks of replacing mashed white potatoes with roasted sweet potatoes seasoned with herbs, he observed an improvement in his digestion, a longer-lasting afternoon energy, and to his surprise, he found he didn't miss the old version at all. Indeed, he began to explore various spices and methods of preparation, a pursuit he had not engaged in for years. This type of change might appear minor, yet its impact on your daily life is significant. You're not relinquishing comfort, you're transforming it. Sweet potatoes can transform into a dependable, comforting element of your meals, offering benefits that go beyond nutrition to touch the heart. You still experience that comforting sensation from a warm, beloved side dish, but now, it's in harmony with your body rather than in conflict with it. Aging well is truly about respecting your current needs rather than holding onto the habits of the past. By substituting white potatoes for sweet potatoes, you're not merely changing one food for another. You're embracing a transformation in value. You are prioritizing sustenance instead of sentimentality, resilience instead of fluctuations, and purpose instead of routine. The more you embrace that approach, the more your body will express gratitude, not only in the present but also in the years to come. Fourth, opt for low-carb vegetables in place of rice or noodles. For numerous seniors, rice or noodles have emerged as the foundation of swift, fulfilling meals. They are simple to prepare, gentle on the palate, and complement a wide variety of dishes. However, convenience and relaxation may carry a price, particularly regarding your blood sugar, weight, and inflammation. White rice and traditional noodles are rich in simple carbohydrates, which the body quickly converts into sugar. The surge in sugar levels may not present immediate issues, yet, as time passes, it plays a role in developing insulin resistance, fatigue, and potentially chronic conditions that can gradually undermine your overall well-being. Your body doesn't merely react to the food you consume. It responds to underlying patterns. When those patterns consist of high-carb meals consistently, day after day, year after year, it becomes increasingly challenging for your system to maintain its balance. However, the solution doesn't need to be intricate. Replacing rice or noodles with low-carb vegetables such as cauliflower, zucchini, or spaghetti squash is an effective method to make a change while still enjoying the familiar texture and satisfaction you desire. These vegetables offer a remarkable range of uses and are unexpectedly satisfying. Cauliflower can be transformed into rice and sautéed to replicate the light, airy texture of classic rice. Zucchini can be transformed into long, noodle-like strands that embrace sauces perfectly. Once roasted, spaghetti squash transforms into golden strands that mimic pasta, absorbing flavors in a manner that feels wonderfully nostalgic. Yet, in addition to their adaptability, these exchanges offer something even more significant. These elements contribute to reducing inflammation, facilitating digestion, and maintaining stable blood sugar levels. With the passage of time, inflammation emerges as a subtle yet perilous aspect of the aging process. It may lead to joint discomfort, tiredness, and a decrease in mental sharpness, and numerous foods we consume either combat it or exacerbate it. Vegetables that are low in carbohydrates are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and water, contributing to a reduction in the body's internal stress. They also contribute to your gut health, which significantly influences mood, immunity, and even memory, more than many people understand. Allow me to recount the tale of Diane. At 70, she enjoyed pasta for dinner at least 3 times a week. It was effortless, known, and a dish she could whip up swiftly after a tiring day. However, she began to observe that her hands seemed to be swollen. Her knees were aching more than they typically did, and her energy levels dropped after dinner. Her physician brought up the potential for inflammation and recommended that she consider replacing some of her carbohydrates with vegetables. Initially, Diane had her doubts, yet she decided to give it a shot, beginning with zucchini noodles topped with her beloved tomato sauce. In just a matter of weeks, her joint discomfort began to diminish, and her evenings were no longer shrouded in a haze of exhaustion. She felt completely satisfied. She experienced an improvement in her feelings. The true enchantment lies within this type of transformation. It's not about relinquishing anything. It's about reclaiming what truly matters. Comfort without the aftermath, satisfaction without the discomfort, and ease without the harm. Equally significant, these swaps maintain your connection with your food. They encourage you to explore fresh possibilities, to express your creativity, and to embrace your health journey in a manner that inspires confidence instead of stress. Have you ever experienced stiffness after dinner or a sluggish feeling in the morning following a heavy meal? Could be worth taking a closer look at what you're actually eating. While rice and noodles are simple options, roasting cauliflower or sautéing zucchini with garlic and olive oil is just as effortless. The true transformation occurs when you understand that you're not merely nourishing yourself, you're cultivating your future. If you're still engaged with this video and appreciating these insights, kindly drop a number 4 in the comments to let me know you're present. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly suggest you do so and activate the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest videos. Your encouragement enables us to keep producing valuable content that informs and inspires you. Let us proceed onward. Opt for fermented foods rather than carb-laden side dishes. For countless years, accompaniments such as dinner rolls, mashed potatoes, and buttered corn have served as the soothing backdrop to a delightful meal. They possess a gentle texture, a comforting starchiness, and a sense of familiarity, simple to cook, and even simpler to indulge in excessively. However, these carbohydrate-laden sides, particularly when consumed frequently, can subtly cause more damage than benefit. They elevate your blood sugar levels, encourage bloating, and provide minimal to no advantages for your gut health. As one ages, the significance of the gut becomes increasingly apparent, often more than many understand. It serves as the cornerstone of your digestive health, your immune system, and your mental sharpness. Incorporating fermented foods into your meals instead of traditional starches can significantly enhance your gut health and overall well-being. Foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, and yogurt with live cultures, along with small servings of miso, can provide essential beneficial bacteria that your body requires. These probiotics support a harmonious balance in your gut, enhance digestion, and might even alleviate persistent concerns such as constipation, inflammation, and fatigue. In contrast to starchy side dishes that can satisfy your hunger, yet leave you feeling lethargic, fermented foods nourish your body in a more profound way. It's truly astonishing how minimal the effort required can be to witness a change. There's no requirement to load your plate with kimchi or constantly drink kefir throughout the day. A modest addition to your usual meals can initiate a reset of your internal system and enhance your body's ability to absorb nutrients more efficiently. This takes on greater significance as we grow older, since our capacity to take in essential nutrients such as calcium, B vitamins, and magnesium often diminishes. A harmonious gut ensures that nutrients are not merely traversing through, but are effectively utilized in the areas they are required. Consider Edward, for instance. At 76, he has faced challenges with bloating and inconsistent digestion for many years. He believed it was merely a facet of growing older, something he had to accept. After chatting with a friend, he began incorporating a tablespoon of sauerkraut into his lunch and a small glass of kefir into his evening routine. In just a fortnight, he observed a reduction in bloating, improved regularity, and a delightful surprise. His thoughts seemed more focused. He remarked that it felt as though a veil had been removed, and it was all due to a mere exchange on his plate. Taking charge of your gut health brings a sense of empowerment. It serves as a reminder that you hold power over your physical self. It's possible to collaborate with it. Fermented foods, rich in their zesty taste and time-honored customs, rejuvenate the dining experience with a burst of energy. They go beyond merely substituting the old. They link you to a source of wisdom, a tradition that has stood the test of time, and an essence that harmonizes your entire being. Naturally, not everyone appreciates the flavor of fermented foods immediately. They possess a remarkable strength, often catching one off guard. However, similar to many positive routines, they tend to develop over time. Begin with the basics. A dash of this, a taste of that. Allow your body the necessary time to adapt, and acknowledge your efforts in embracing a new experience. This goes beyond mere dietary preference. It's a way to nurture oneself. Your commitment to health, clarity, and comfort speaks volumes, even in its subtlety. Opt for low-sugar fruits in place of conventional desserts. Sweet treats have consistently been among life's delightful joys. A piece of pie following dinner, a scoop of ice cream on a balmy night, or a couple of cookies alongside your afternoon coffee. These little delights possess a unique ability to bring us solace. However, as we age, our body's reactions to sugar undergo significant transformations. What once seemed like a simple pleasure now manifests as a haze in my mind, discomfort in my joints, sleepless nights, or that persistent weight that won't shift. While it's not suggested that you must forego treats entirely, the reality is that reducing sugar in our daily lives often leads to improvements in our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. What are the other options? It's more straightforward than you may realize. Rather than opting for conventional desserts packed with extra sugars and artificial components, consider selecting low-sugar fruits such as berries, citrus, or perhaps a few slices of pear or apple sprinkled with cinnamon. These fruits boast a delightful sweetness, are rich in fiber, and are abundant in antioxidants that combat inflammation and promote healthy aging. They provide a delightful sweetness without the subsequent crash or the unpredictable fluctuations in blood sugar levels. A nuanced yet impactful distinction exists between consuming sugar mindlessly and intentionally opting for natural sweetness. Indulging in a bowl of fresh blueberries or a handful of strawberries after dinner goes beyond mere satisfaction of a craving. It's a way to nourish your body, enhance your memory, and support your heart. The fiber found in these fruits helps to moderate the release of sugar into your bloodstream, allowing for a steady energy boost without the sudden spike. This leads to reduced cravings, more stable moods, and improved sleep quality at night. Allow me to share a story about Lorraine. At 81, she has a delightful routine of concluding each dinner with a slice of cake or a handful of cookies. She paid it little mind. It was merely her method of relaxing. However, she began to realize that her hands felt rigid in the mornings. Her memory wasn't as keen, and her energy waned more than it once did. Her granddaughter, having delved into the topic of sugar and aging, proposed a subtle adjustment. They began crafting delightful desserts using berries, Greek yogurt, and a dash of cinnamon. Lorraine had low expectations, but after a few weeks, she noticed a surge in her energy levels. Her joints felt more flexible, and she remarked that her sleep had become more rejuvenating. That's the sort of subtle change that catches you off guard. Not with a flourish, but with tranquility. The absence of rich desserts isn't as noticeable as anticipated. Instead, a sense of lightness, clarity, and steadiness envelopes your being. And you begin to understand that genuine fulfillment isn't derived solely from sweetness. It stems from the emotions you experience in the aftermath. When dessert fills you with a sense of nourishment rather than depletion, it transforms into an experience you anticipate with joy, not remorse. Opting for fruit instead of a processed dessert goes beyond just a simple change in diet. It's an act of kindness towards your own well-being. It expresses a desire for lasting satisfaction, rather than a fleeting pleasure in the moment. When you consistently make that kind of choice, the effects extend into every aspect of your life, your clarity, your energy, your movement, and even your confidence. If you're still engaged with this video and appreciating these insights, kindly drop a comment with the number 6 below to indicate your presence. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly suggest you do so and activate the notification bell to ensure you don't miss any of the videos. Your encouragement enables us to keep producing valuable content that informs and inspires you. Let us proceed onward. Concluding reflections. As we conclude this video, I invite you to pause and contemplate the 6 changes we've discussed. Perhaps 1 or 2 captured your attention. Perhaps each one of them did. It's essential to keep in mind that growing older doesn't equate to relinquishing your ability to manage your emotions. Indeed, it can be a time of rejuvenation where every decision transforms into a chance to enhance your vitality, safeguard your mind, and fortify your physique. Which of these exchanges seems most achievable for you at this moment? Perhaps it's incorporating beans into your salad or having berries readily available for your dessert. These are not significant changes. These are subtle modifications that gradually create a sense of progress. The energy you carry can influence your daily movements, your nighttime rest, and even your self-perception. This goes beyond merely steering clear of carbohydrates. It's about selecting foods that acknowledge your body, value your journey, and provide more benefits than they demand. Your journey has been one of nurturing others, creating bonds, laboring diligently, and persevering through challenges. Now, it's time to extend that same care and intention towards yourself, one meal at a time. We appreciate your presence with us today. We eagerly await your thoughts. Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us one insight you gained today and how you intend to apply it in your life. We value your insights, so please feel free to express them. Your feedback inspires and uplifts us immensely. If this video resonated with you and proved useful, kindly consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it. Your support enables us to keep producing valuable content that informs and inspires you. We appreciate your viewership and eagerly anticipate your presence in our upcoming video.